Hey everybody, it's Gunpla. Welcome back to my channel. As you can see, I've officially transitioned into the new Gundam room. I'm pretty excited. It is kind of a mess, but I wanted to do this video so you guys can see how I moved over, I want to say like at least 100 plus Gundams. Probably more than that. I've never actually counted how many kits I have, but it's definitely a lot. I mean, all this took up at least, I want to say, half the moving truck. Probably was just my Gundams, which is kind of nuts. But yeah. But before I get started to talking and showing you guys how I did all that, I want to give a huge thank you to the sponsor of my channel, newtypehq.com. I'm going to have the link down in the description below, and once you click on that, you're going to automatically get 10% off your total order. So make sure you get all the kits you want. Now, I was originally going to record packing up my room and then showing you guys, but some stuff came in the way and I didn't get a chance to do that. So I'm just going to show you guys exactly what I did and kind of give you a tour of what my room looks like now. It is kind of messy, so don't judge me. I just haven't had a chance to unpack everything because there's a lot to unpack. So let me show you what it looks like. And here is the lovely Winry that has having some issues, so I've been dealing with that. Now, this is the amazing Gundam room. Now, originally I had these cases in a U design, so I had like 2 along here and then the rest down here and then 2 along that wall, and it just for some reason didn't feel right. It felt very claustrophobic. So instead, I took the advice of my little sister and I tilted that one there and just kind of ran them all along this wall, as you can see here. Now, the LEDs have not been set up yet. I'm gonna do that eventually. Well, I have to do that. I can't put the kits in here until I have the LEDs done. So here are all the boxes. There are more boxes in the garage that have Gundam stuff in them, but I just don't have the room in here. Because as you can see, this place is pretty packed. I do have some things along the top shelves that I've just placed momentarily. Those are some kits in there. More parts for the big guy. I've decided to place the 1/12 scale right here. I think he's going to look really good in this corner. Well, not corner, but nook. And then in here, obviously I'm not going to have anything because there's a window right there. And I don't want the light to kind of degrade anything. I have my desk set up right there. Some more parts, boxes, and then the closet here is still a work in progress. Very messy, but yes. So now let me get into breaking open one of these boxes, and then I can kind of show you how I packed everything. Actually, before I forget, I did want to show you a quick glance on how I moved all these cases. As you can see, I did not take them apart. What I did was, originally I had just taped the door shut, but that obviously did not work very well because the tape gave out and the doors would like slam open. So instead I saran wrapped the entire shelf, and that held the door closed very well. And then the problem I had was that because these are like some of the cases had the LEDs, as you can see the wire is pretty well already kind of tucked in there. I did not want to have to rip everything out. So I've never done this before, but I actually just ended up taping the shelves to the metal support rails, and I just prayed that they would not break in the transmission from the apartment to the house, and they all made it in one piece. So I don't suggest moving them like that. I really think that you should take out the glass shelves, but if you have like, you know, LEDs like this that would kind of maybe get damaged ripping them out, this worked for me. Now I do have 2 cases here that had no LED, so as you can see I did remove the shelves just to be on the safer side. So that's how I moved all these glass cases. It was definitely a pain. Alright, so I just opened up this box and it is just Gunpla boxes. So, you know, very simple. I just tossed as much as I could, play Tetris and just stuffed them in there. I'm trying to find, nope, looks like those are more boxes in there. This box is also more boxes. I'm trying to find like a box. I guess they're in the garage. I have several large these size boxes in the garage that contain the models, and I thought they were in here, but I guess not. But as you can see here, I ended up taking off the heads and I put foam wrapping. so they don't break in transport. And then I also did this here. I wrapped them in foam and then I saran wrapped them or taped them and put it in here so they don't break. This is basically how majority of my models are transported. I moved these boxes myself because I didn't want anyone touching anything and like being rough with the boxes and breaking stuff. So that's it. Essentially, here's more Gundam. You can see a giant Gundam head in there. And I labeled the boxes so I know what's in what. But yikes, it's a lot of work to be undoing. So there's all of this plus the ginormous boxes in the garage. Now what do I want to say? Now when I moved this guy right here, you can see I just saran wrapped the whole thing and I transported just to make sure that nothing gets scuffed, you know, during the move. I did the same thing obviously with the larger parts. You can see all the legs are saran wrapped in order to protect them. I did kind of wrap one on the inside, but then I realized that, you know, I don't think he's gonna get any damage, but this one is completely wrapped with foam and then the saran wrap to protect the plastic. And there's one Gundam. Hi Winry. And over here, I will show you how I moved this guy. So actually, this guy was very delicate and I was very worried that he was gonna get damaged. So what I did was I kind of just stuck puppy pads all around him, and then I put him in this box to kind of keep him together. I saran wrapped him really tight so he's very just solid, stiff there, and I kept him in the box, and I picked up the box and moved him that way because I was just really scared about just picking up the Gundam itself. Maybe he would break. This guy is really fragile, so that's how I moved this guy right here. Here are some more parts of the 1/12 scale Gundam. Again, basically everything was saran wrapped just to ensure that nothing would get scuffed in the move. That's it for the video. I do have some great ideas I want to do to this room. I kind of want, if any of those have been to the Gundam Hotel, they did shut it down a while ago, a couple years ago I think. I kind of want to do these walls in here just like how the Gundam Hotel used to be. Like they kind of had like giant vinyl stickers running against the walls. It looked really cool, kind of like Gundam based theme. And I was thinking of doing that, but I'm not sure if maybe it would be like a little too much going on with all the kits on display, and then there's, you know, giant stickers on the wall that are themed Gundam. But I don't know, let me know what you guys think. I also have no idea where I'm gonna put all my Gundam artwork as well. I think it has to be one or the other. Either I put up Gundam artwork like the cells and stuff like that, or I make the room kind of Gundam based themed. So I'm kind of deciding what to do along those lines. Luckily for me, I have some friends who agreed to come help me put all my kits on display, because Lord knows it would take me months to get them all out of these boxes, because it's just kind of overwhelming the amount of kits that I have to repose and organize on these shelves. It just takes forever, and then all the fallen pieces. So that's why, oh, and I forgot to mention too, so aside from saran wrapping like the bigger ones, each, I feel, if anything, I'll post a picture because literally these boxes are really heavy for me to lift and they're in the garage. So I forgot to mention, I basically got these, I think they're gallon size Ziploc bags. Hey Winry. She just requires a lot of my attention at the moment, so she's over there like waiting for me to be done filming so I can pay attention to her. I'll be right there. So basically what I did was I got these, I think they're gallon or 3 gallon bags, and I put every individual model in its own bag. So that way, if something gets loose, like a piece of armor or hands or whatever accessories, it's not gonna get lost into the abyss with 5,000 other pieces. I learned that mistake the hard way, where I think I moved so many times. I moved once, I kind of just tossed all the robots into like big bins, and then when it came to take them out, there was just like a pile of loose pieces, and it took me ages to figure out what goes to what. So this way, if something does fall off, because it will fall off, then it falls off into its own individual baggie, and it's super easy to know where that piece goes because it's in its own bag. I did combine some of the smaller kits into one bag, because again, these bags are huge, so I'll put like 3 high grades in one bag, and even if something falls off, it's easy to know where that part goes to. Anyways, that's it for the video. I hope you guys might have gotten something useful out of it. This is essentially how I move my models. Now, I would have preferred to move them in like the large plastic totes, but buying so many of those kind of adds up quickly, so I just did cardboard boxes instead. It worked out for me. Nothing broke. Hopefully. I haven't checked the boxes in the garage yet. I want to try to be uploading again once a week. I'm sorry that I've kind of been sporadically uploading. It's just there's been a lot going on with moving to the new house and dealing with the stuff that's going on with Winery. So yeah, it's just been a lot at once. So I'm sorry, and I will try to post more often. Anyways, thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you around for the next video. Adios.